Hello everyone and welcome. In this session, we will learn about the operators, the parameters, the selection methods, and Excel nodes in Dynamo. Starting with the mathematical operators, where you can add, subtract, multiply, or divide two. This is by connecting two input numbers or strings to have a result with the same type. Then we have the true and false operators. These nodes are used to compare two input values. The first value is connected to the X input, and the second value is connected to the Y input. The comparison operation is reflected in the node's title, which indicates its purpose. For instance, if we connect the value 5 to the X input and the value 3 to the Y input, the node will compare these two numbers. Since 5 is not equal to 3, the output of the node will be false. If both inputs have the same value, then the answer for this node will be true. In Dynamo, logical operators are used to handle Boolean values and control the flow of operations. Now for the AND node, the output returns true only when both inputs are true. If at least one input is false, then the result is false as well. For the OR node, the output returns true if at least one input is true. While the NOT node inverts the input Boolean. Please note that Dynamo consists of hundreds of nodes. I have selected only the most common ones as examples in this session. To link Dynamo with Revit through selection, you can use nodes like Select Model Elements or Select Model Element. To select multiple model elements, you can use a selection window to capture multiple elements at once, or by holding down the Control key to pick them. To prevent Dynamo user from selecting more than one element, the Select Model Element node is the option. To select all model elements within a specific category, use the Categories node to choose the desired category from the drop-down menu. Then connect the outputs to another node, called All Elements of Category. You can find all the types of Revit categories, like the model, the annotation, and the system categories. In this sample project, we have 14 rooms in total as indicated. To select all model elements at a specific level, use the Levels node to choose the desired reference from the drop-down menu. Then connect the outputs to another node, called All Elements at Level. You can also find all the families at your project under the Family Types node, no matter under which functional class they are. Then select all the family elements of your chosen type. To extract or modify the parameters of your selected elements, you would probably use these nodes. This node is useful to get the IDs of your elements, helpful in copy or even export the IDs list. The IDs will be in integer numbers format. If you wish to get the full list of parameters for your selected elements, then this node will be the choice. But for a single parameter, link your elements to this node, then type the name of the parameter in a string format. You can also insert or modify the values of parameter using this node, then type the name of the parameter in a string format. The parameter types for the inputs will match the ones for the outputs. Now we will start with examples. By selecting a model element and using the element parameters node. And by adding a watch node, we can get the full list of parameters. For one room in this project, we have 51 parameters. However, element ID is not listed. Therefore, we will be using the element ID node. In this example, I selected a room to get its parametric comment value. The empty row means the comment do not have a filled value. Changing the parameter will give a different output. Please note that the strings are case sensitive. Now I will fill the comment by a string contains random room as a value. Here it is working perfectly. Now let's start with Excel nodes. To export and import data to Excel. To export data to Excel, use this script. Start with browsing for your chosen file. Then copy the sheet name where you want the data to be exported, and fill it in a string node. The start row and column shall be a positive integers. The first row in Excel has a 0 tag value in Dynamo. The same is for the first column. For the overwrite option, pick false if you wish to update the data only, or pick true to replace the data completely in the Excel. You can pick any data you wish to export to Excel. Now the sheet were updated. I will create a range list now. It works perfectly. Now I will import random data from Excel to Dynamo. This is by using this script. Start by browsing for the file path, as shown. Then fill the sheet string node with the name in the Excel. You have the option to import the data in a text format or a string. the false for the text, and the true for the string. The Show Excel node gives the user the option to show the Excel sheet automatically or not. Use the Watch node to see your results. If you make changes to Excel, save your file to see the updates. The new rows will be in a separate lists. This is the end. Thank you.